As we settle in, take a few deep breaths. However those breaths flow for your body, however they work for you, breathe in deeply to the recesses and exhale to the stars. Allow the energy to flow through your body, however that works best for you. Because remember, this is your life. This is your game. This is no one else's reality except for your own. So sink into the knowing that you are the creator. And in this creationary force, you have the power to change worlds. So breathe that into your body. Right now, breathe in the fact that you are literally the creator in motion. Nothing more, nothing less. Than the source of the universal flows that create worlds. Can we talk about what this really means? What does this mean for you? Your life, your living, your creation. What does this mean for you in this present moment? This means that you have the force to change anything at will. You have the power within you. But what do you want? This is the first step. First step. What do you want? Can we get really clear? We do not mean money. We do not mean fame. We do not mean the trinkets and the toys that surround you on an everyday basis. We mean the force of the universe that creates worlds. Do you want this inside of you to create the world that you want to live in? Because this is why you are here. You are here for no other reason than to restore your home. We're not speaking to everyone on the planet at this time. This is specifically for you. Because you are a warrior. You are a warrior of light. And you have come to change the world. Or else you wouldn't be sitting here at this particular time in reality, listening to this particular audio on this particular day at this particular moment. You have to remember divinity runs through you. It does not stop at the door awaiting you to answer. Every moment of every day is your creation. And the creationary force is within you to change anything at will. And so when we talk about what do you want, we are not looking at the materialistic realm. Although you can certainly use this force, this power to create that reality. And we suggest that you do, because then your life can be comfortable. It can be enjoyable. It can be free as you walk through these planes. So do this. This is an absolute. But let's go a level deeper. Let's look at humanity. Let's look at restoring the divine template to the human race. This is why you are here. You are here for no other reason to realize the 12-strand DNA sequence in your body, in your reality field, in your existence. And when you do this, you show the world that this is possible. And then more and more and more come online. More and more and more. And then they too show the world that this is possible. And this is how we take back our home. We take back our planet. We take back from the evil forces that have been running the world. But this is not through fight. So can we please let down our guard and stop fighting? All you do is turn your power on. Light your switch, ignite your flame, and be the divinity that you are here to be. Because remember, it does not stop at the door. It already runs within you. It already is you. It is already the force that runs your systems, runs your life, runs everything that you see and encounter in your reality. And now you must learn to control it, to harness it, to build with it, to use it to create worlds. Because you've been doing it by default. And now let's take hold of the systems we were created with. This is the first step to manifesting your future. Do not create from default. No longer will we create from the emotions, the resentment, the anger, the fear, the loss, the grief. These are running us in circles, and they will stay stuck in the cells until we release them. So right now, we'd like to release any grief, any loss, any pain, any heartache, any frustration, any fear, anything that is no longer resonant with the true cellular state of your body. Your cellular state is important. You have to take this on board. The cellular resonance that you vibrate. This is what attracts your reality into the life that you live. The cellular resonance, it hasn't been looked at. We must pay attention to it. So how do we release? This is a question. It may come in many forms. Know that it's coming out. You cry, you grieve, you mourn the loss. You do whatever you need to do to express the pain, express the anger, move through the emotions. Emotions. This is energy in motion. You allow it to come out. Allow it to come out of the physical body, the physical cells that make you up as a human being. But then, this is the key. You let go of the story. Do not come back to it. Do not harp on it. For when you come back in a loop, when the mind wants to pull you back in, this is when all hell breaks loose. This is when you lose control and the patterns repeat themselves. So this is an easy thing to rectify. You take the tools that you have and you use them. So many of us have the tools and we keep them sitting on the shelf. Do not let them collect dust. Play with them. Move with them. Let them be your friends. Take them into your world and use them whenever the thought comes up. Do not let that thought run you in circles, because it will, over and over and over again, as long as you give it power. Can you take its power away? Pull the plug. Do not give it energy. It is its own life form. Can you get this into your head? That thought, it has its own life force. And while you feed that life energy, it will continue to grow. This is where your will comes into play. The strong will that you have, or the will that you are nourishing. One or the other, whichever way it is a time to practice using that will. Because then you will be in control of your world. When you stop giving the stories energy. Think of it as a lamp. You unplug the light and it goes off. It won't light back up until you plug it back in and you turn it back on. If you leave it there running, if you leave it there, a light in your room, it will continue to have a power source. So just disconnect the power source. And this is where your toolkit comes into play. Every single one of you who is sitting here right now, listening here right now, disconnect the power to those thoughts. You have the tools. Do not tell me anything else, because I know you have the tools. And you just need to remember to pick them up. So when you have the reminder that the toolkit is sitting there, it makes it much easier. So first step, disconnect the power. Let the energy leave. Let the thought form dissolve. Then you replace it with a new one. Step 2. What world will you create? And when we say world, we mean your world. Because when your world is in balance, when your world is in flow, when your world matches who you are, which is an infinite creative being, then your world affects the whole in a way you can't possibly imagine. Your world will create the change that's required for the other worlds to thrive. So what do you need to do to get your world in balance? Begins with the thought forms. Replace them with a new story. I am cared for. I am supported. I am abundant. I have everything that I need to thrive. I know that this is my truth, because I am actually God incarnate, and I would never let myself down. I am actually the supreme creator force in a human body, living this human existence to find my way home. This is the game that's afoot. So whatever circumstance you want to look at, you can change it in an instant with your thoughts. This is the absolute truth of your reality. Are you ready to embrace this? For this then gives you great power. But we must cleanse the cells of the toxins, of the thought forms, of the lower resonances that keep us stuck. Many ways to do this. We'll talk about this as we go. But first and foremost, clean up the thoughts. Love them as they leave. Laugh at them as they come to the surface. And if it doesn't serve you, say, no thanks. Because I'm an infinite creator, and that's not my story. I have one that goes like this. I am the force that creates worlds. I am the change that the world needs. I am in complete harmony with my universe, because I am the God source creator, incarnate in this body. And I love my life because I know the truth. I know the truth of my existence. And no matter what anyone does on the outside, I know that I am whole within. And I will refine this power that is me, step by step as I move through my day. It will always be there. It has never left me. It is always going to be by my side, in my heart and all around me, because it is me. And I reclaim this force for myself. And in this, I show others what is possible. So this is my story. I am me. I am all of me in my infinite potential, in this timeline, in this reality, and all the realities that I am not aware of, any timeline that I hold in my template. I am all of me. And in this, I take back the control that I know that I have of my infinite universe, because I create worlds. And I will create a world that is loving, that is supportive, and is nurturing of me. So your first step is to regain your power, because they have stripped it away by telling you that you are less than the God force that you are. So bring back the knowledge to this fact. You are God. You are the universe. You are the force that creates worlds. This is not outside of you. This is you. And in this, everything can change. You will be the change that creates worlds. And in this, you will thrive. You will have a life that you love. You will have a life in line with your destiny. You will have a life in line with all the good that you've wanted, that you've not known how to reach. You must take back your power. And then you'll find the joy, the love, and the laughter that you actually are. Because power does not mean power. Power means love. Take back the love that is within your heart, and the expression of you will shine forth.